Good morning, Theater 200 students. It is Tuesday, December 7th. I hope you are doing well. This is a final study guide for sections 6A, 6B, and 6S1. Thank you so much once again for bearing with me through this situation. I realize that 6A, we are supposed to be taking our exam right now. Or at least at 8 o'clock this morning. I apologize for that. I will post the exam, if it is acceptable for you, tomorrow morning, and I will give you until Thursday to submit it. Please let me know if this is not acceptable for you. Some of you may have exams that you have already scheduled, and this interferes with them. I am certainly willing to make any arrangements that work best for you. I want to say thank you and keep those tests coming in to me and papers. I am reading them now and will be getting them back to you as soon as possible. All right. Starting at the very beginning, what are the three basic elements of theater? The play, the performance, and the audience. You cannot have theater without each of those. Which Greek philosopher wrote a study of drama called Poetics? Aristotle. The plot of a play is divided into three sections. What are they? Plot. The plot of the play is divided into three sections, very simple: the beginning, the middle, and the end. What are the six parts of drama named in Poetics? Plot, character, thought, diction, music, and spectacle. There are two types of plot structures. What are they? Climactic and episodic. What is the climax, the point of highest intensity in the play? What is the common type of stage, the most common type of theater stage? The proscenium. What is the type of stage that has the audience seated all around? Arena. And the type of stage that juts out into the audience and actually has the audience seated on three sides, that is a thrust stage. All right, we talked about the responsibilities of two people who are either involved with the theater company or with the production, and their responsibilities are very similar. The person who is responsible for a theater company, for finding plays, for the theater company to produce and assisting with that, is known as the literary manager. We also talked about someone called a dramaturg, a production dramaturg. This is the person who works closely with the production and does research to assist the director and the actors and the designers. So these two: literary manager, production dramaturg. When a play opens and the director has done his job, and usually leaves the production, the person who takes over for the director is the stage manager. All right, these are the questions that will come from the first test. As I told you, review your tests for this final. I will be pulling these questions directly from the test. All right, this is the section. This is reviewing the second section of the course, where we start talking about festival theater and the theater of Dionysus in ancient Greece. Let's talk about the physical theater first. The theater of Dionysus has an altar that is an altar basically for Dionysus. It is called a thymale. The area in the theater of Dionysus where the audience sits is known as the theatron. Remember, no women performed in Greek tragedy. Women performed in Greek comedy, but not Greek tragedy. Who wrote Oedipus Rex? Sophocles. Remember, Oedipus Rex was written by Sophocles. There are 32 surviving Greek tragedies. They are all written by Aeschylus, Euripides, and Sophocles. Of the three of them, we discussed Sophocles most. There are 11 surviving comedies from the ancient Greek period. All of those were written by Aristophanes, okay? Comedies, tragedies. All right. There are three phases to the Middle Ages: early, high, and late. Early is from 900 to 1050. High is from 1050 to 1300, and late is from 1300 to 1500. During the first two phases of the Middle Ages, that would be the early and the high phase, theater was performed in churches. This was called liturgical drama. It was performed by priests and altar boys. By the late phase of the Middle Ages, theater moved outside of the church. It was performed in the language of the common people. Liturgical dramas, by comparison, were performed in Latin. But by the late phase of the Middle Ages, theater moved outside of the church. It was performed in the language of the people. This is known as vernacular religious drama. These are the cycle plays. You remember the cycle plays took the stories of the Old Testament from Genesis to Revelations, and they told them in cycles. In the late phase of the Middle Ages, in addition to cycle plays, we also had morality plays, and we discussed one morality play in particular. That is Everyman. Remember that the playwright is unknown. We don't know who wrote that play. Everyman is a play that uses allegory. We talked about, within the play of Everyman, the characters represent human qualities, greed, envy, lust, whatever, but there is a character that represents that human quality. This is known as an allegorical figure. What was the name of Shakespeare's acting company? Lord Chamberlain's Men. What was the name of Shakespeare's theater? The Globe. One thing to remember about Shakespeare's theater is that it is round and open to the sky. The stage itself is covered by a roof that is known as the heavens. And on the stage, there is a section known as the Discovery Space. I'll be back.